Take a quick look at this picture. It's got 5 Jujutsu sorcerers from Jujutsu Kaisen. And I have got a question for you. Who among them looks like they own the room, sitting in a way that just screams confidence? If you guess the guy who is sitting casually, then you are spot on. That's our man Gojo Satoru. Gojo is not just any sorcerer, he is a special grade Jujutsu sorcerer widely recognized as the strongest in the world. He is the pride of the Gojo family, the first in 400 years to inherit both the Limitless and the Six Eyes. Gojo is not a typical superhero. Nah, he is a complex dude. On one hand, he is all nonchalant and playful with his students and friends, and on the other hand, when it comes to sorcerer executives and enemies, he is unsympathetic and downright cruel. Now let's talk about the cool stuff, Gojo's confidence. This guy practically radiates confidence, and it's not just because of his killer jujutsu skills, it's in the way he carries himself, that carefree attitude, and the fact that he's unapologetically himself. So, what's the lesson here? Stick around because we are about to break down 3 traits that make Gojo Satoru so darn confident and how we can apply it in our own real life. So, let's get to it. Expansive body language and comfortable presence. Now, apart from his insane domain expansion and combat skills, one thing that makes Gojo stand out is his confidence and laid-back demeanor. Seriously, the guy looks like he owns every room he walks into. You have probably noticed in the anime how Gojo sits as if he owns the room, even when meeting with the higher-ups. It's like he's saying, yeah, I got this. His relaxed posture, like lounging back with arms casually draped, sends out a vibe of total confidence. Now here's the cool part that you can apply in your own life. Next time you find yourself in a tense situation or need to appear calm under pressure, try taking up a bit more space. Seriously, it's like a secret sauce. Open up your body language, perhaps lean back a little and see how it influences not only how people see you but also how you feel on the inside. Imagine a job interview. Instead of sitting all stiff, loosen up a bit, lean back, and don't be scared to let your arms rest comfortably. It's not about being disrespectful, it's about showing that you are at ease, and that can make a huge difference in how you are perceived. Even in casual hangouts, instead of just nodding along with whatever everyone else is saying, express your own opinions. It's about being yourself and not feeling compelled to conform to others in order to fit in. Gojo doesn't compromise his identity, and neither should you. So the next time you want to boost your confidence, remember to take up space, open up, and let your body language speak volumes. It's not just about looking cool, it's about feeling cool and collected. After all, Gojo didn't become the fan favorite just by slouching in a corner, right? And this brings us to the next point, which is all about knowing your self-worth. One of the reasons Gojo Satoru oozes so much confidence is because he knows his worth. Remember that epic scene in season 1 where he faces off against Sukuna? Gojo confidently declares himself as the strongest. That kind of self-assurance is no accident, whether he's squaring off against Sukuna or telling Jogo that he's weak.
大丈夫でしょ。だって君弱いもん。
Gojo got this unshakable belief in himself. In the second season of the anime, we get a peek into why Gojo might be so sure of himself. We find out that many believe the world's balance shifted after Gojo's birth. Why? Because he's the first in 400 years born with the 6 eyes and limitless curse techniques in his family. His mere presence keeps the bad guys at distance, since everyone knows that challenging him is a recipe for defeat and humiliation. Now, we may not have curse technique or face curse spirits, but we can definitely learn to know and build our own self-worth. It all comes down to understanding your unique qualities and strength. For example, maybe you are an amazing problem solver or a fantastic artist. Whatever it is, just acknowledge it. Let's say you are in a group discussion and someone challenges your idea. Instead of shrinking back or second guessing yourself, you should confidently step up, look them in the eyes and explain why your idea is the bomb. That's self-worth in action. It's like saying, hey, I have got something valuable to bring to the table and I am not afraid to stand by it. Think of it as rocking your own personal brand of confidence. Gojo wouldn't back down from a challenge and neither should you. Remember, Gojo might be a fictional character, but the lesson here is real. Knowing and developing your self-worth is like having your own superpower. It enhances your confidence and allows you to stand out in your own unique way. And now let's dive into the third point, which is positive mindset and fearlessness, by looking at an epic moment in the Shibuya arc of the Jujutsu Kaisen. Gojo is in the heart of Shibuya, facing special great curses like Jogo, Hanami, Mahito, and also dealing a Choso at the same time. It's a crazy situation. Now, what's mind blowing is not just the fact that he's handling these powerful curses, but also how he's doing it. Even when trapped at the train station surrounded by danger, Gojo doesn't break a sweat. Instead of getting nervous, he keeps a calm mind. He's like, alright, let's figure out why I'm being attacked and what these curses are up to. He then goes on to save countless people from their deaths and shows his incredible power by expanding his domain for just zero point 0.2 seconds. That right there is a masterclass in positive mindset and fearlessness. In real life, if you find yourself in a difficult situation at work or in your personal life, take a deep breath, keep a cool head, and start decoding the problem instead of getting overwhelmed by it. Ask yourself, what's the plan here? How can I overcome this? It's all about focusing on solution rather than being pinned down by your own problems. Confidence just loves a positive mindset. When you believe in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, you radiate confidence. It's the superhero feeling knowing you have got this. Let's take my YouTube channel as an example. So I'm here grinding away, creating content, and my big goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers is still down the road. Now it's so easy to get a bit stressed about it, right? But let me tell you about my Gojo mindset in this situation. I look at the subscriber count and instead of hitting the panic button, I'm like, alright, let's break this down. What can I do now? How can I make each video better? What cool content can I create? It's all about staying positive and focusing on the grind. Just like Gojo decodes curses, I try to decode the YouTube game. I believe in my ability to create awesome content that people will appreciate. Sure, I haven't hit that big subscriber goal yet, but I am facing it head on, breaking it down into smaller and more manageable chunks. And guess what? By keeping that positive mindset and fearlessness, I am not just surviving, I am thriving. I am consistently putting out content, building a community, and enjoying the journey. So, whether you are building your own YouTube channel, preparing for a presentation, or getting ready for a job interview, the Gojo way is to approach it with confidence, stay positive, and trust in your own abilities to crush it. So there you have it, Gojo Satoru, the cool and confident sorcerer from Jujutsu Kaisen. While he may be a fictional character, there's no denying the charisma and self-assuredness he brings to the screen. I mean, who wouldn't want a bit of that Gojo confidence in their own lives, right? Now here's the thing, we might not have to face ghost spirits, but there's a lot we can take away from Gojo's confidence. And believe it or not, these traits can inspire us in the real world. After all, confidence isn't just for fictional sorcerers. It's a superpower we can all cultivate in our everyday lives. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.